Button press.
It gets a satisfactory.
All right.
We're live.
Satisfactory.
We like that.
Can I try it?
We're live.
Hello, party people.
What's up, guys?
We're talking about Sonics today.
We love Sonics.
I don't want to drink
It's
one.
Friday.
Hold on.
It's 4 p.m.
It's not going to do anything to me but waste
Wait.
calories.
We got some brewskis. I hope everyone's in for a good show. I think it's going to be a good one. Who do we got on today?
Ashley.
There we go.
Ishta.
Ishta.
Oh my
Doesn't taste
gosh,
like
I am
anything.
I'm the only person without an A in their name.
You are.
Wow.
We got Ashley.
Yeah.
We got Alex. We got Al.
Alejandro.
Aller. That's my name today, Aller.
Well, you didn't miss a shift last weekend, so.
See?
Yeah, you get
said it on live.
Congratulations from that.
Live TV.
Live
I didn't
TV.
I didn't miss any shifts. And I no lifted the whole pass, but we didn't go that fast. So we went fast enough
We
to give us some data.
we did okay.
We did okay. We rolled off the trailer.
I was gonna say I'll only say this once, but I was pretty impressed for you to roll off the trailer first run of the season and run 11.7.
Yeah, not bad.
Is that the
That was-
fastest pass of the day as well?
yeah.
Why does it go like that?
Because it was cold.
Fastest pass of the
The
past
engine
year.
wasn't
Yeah.
on fire from it being 97 degrees
Oh,
outside.
it was so hot.
It was crazy hot.
Yeah, unfortunately, only got 3 passes and 11.7, 12.2, and a 11.9.
11.9.
And
There's
then
nothing more left in the turbo wheels.
so
Nah.
the turbo itself was pretty much maxed, especially with the heat.
It
And-
was slightly overmaxed.
Well, you know. a little bit,
It's a warning level, not
Yeah.
not a hard
Yeah,
line.
it's like a 9.8 out of 10, but
Yeah.
you could probably go to 11 real fast and then come back down and you'd be
Yeah.
fine. But the biggest thing was
But it's not a cheap turbo.
No.
That's why we have a speed sensor on it. I don't want this thing to go kablooey.
yeah, but it was only building like so to catch everyone up. We went to Cleetus and Cars in Indy last weekend.
Oh yeah, I suppose we should actually tell people what we're
terrible
talking
job.
about.
Yeah,
Stuff.
rather than just jumping in head first. It was Al, Trevor, and myself. We went down there. We brought the Sonic, first outing of the year. We didn't fire it up until the day before because that is ZZP life.
Yeah,
You know,
normal.
last outing last
It
year.
sat broken
It sat broken
all winter long, and
for
then
8 months.
the week before the event, we're like, "Hey, we should probably fix that."
Heck.
Heck and heck.
Didn't the rear slicks lived outside all winter?
Well, yeah,
You know,
they don't do
they're
much back there.
They're climatized, you know.
They climatized.
Yeah,
They're donuts.
we let the sunlight take some weight off of them.
Yeah, the 135s back there. But so we rebuilt the axle that I broke last year. The last event was in Edgewater, drag strip in Ohio. I'm glitching out today.
There you go.
Brain is a little smooth. Broken axle, but only because of wheel hop. Wasn't because of actual axle braking problems. So we rebuilt it, went down to Indy, rolled off the trailer. Car ran real good, but it couldn't cut a 60-foot.
You couldn't.
Well, you know, it only.
Al's been bringing the fire recently.
Oh, he has.
on Tyler's
You know,
driving.
it's fair. It's
Don't
fair.
think the flames went out just because you granny shifted your way through a successful weekend.
But last year's Cleetus, we went 11.4 with a 1.5 60-foot. This year, we went 11.7 with a 1.7 60-foot. So by math,
The car's definitely quicker out the back end.
yeah, it adds up. But the problem with a front-wheel drive stick shift car that is making good power but not amazing power is that we need to 60-foot it, and that's where we were lacking. We turned up Al did his tuning magic and turned up the boost on the line, and we were sitting in line, and then we got rained up.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, they pushed us back out so they could get the event cars to run before the rain came in. And then by that point, we looked at the radar and I was like, let's start heading north.
Yep.
Which,
And then it
in
got real.
hindsight, I'm very glad we did.
Yes. Yeah, it was nice to get home at a decent time, but it rained all the way until 9 p.m. So
Such a bummer.
Yeah, I kept
That
checking the
sucks.
radar down at Indy while we were driving up, and
Yeah,
it was
just
raining
getting
all
terrible.
evening long.
Yeah, down south got some nasty weather.
it's always disappointing to, put the car on the trailer and trek it down. 4-hour drive. It was an easy drive, but you're still going out of state, you know, you got resources,
You
time.
gotta load
Gas.
everything up. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not just loading the Sonic onto the trailer. That
No.
takes 5
Be
minutes.
Easy if it was that.
That's
yeah.
the easy part.
It's a jack stands, all the tools, all the axles,
Fuel.
fuel.
You're just walking through the shop looking for any possible spare thing you might need.
Because if you bring it, you don't need it. If you
Yes.
don't bring it, you'll need it. We even brought an extra helmet just in case, I kicked the
You
bucket.
lost one down. On Kicked the bucket.
Ah,
Shit, Tyler's
figured-
on his way to the hospital. Hal's, I gotta get in.
If he hits the wall but the car's
His
still
bucket
running,
head.
someone's got to go.
Yeah, and his helmet on me would you be like,
Ding, 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 ding.
wouldn't be good.
Bing bong, bing bong.
Bing bong. So, Al, what's the plan? How are we gonna go faster, other than getting a better driver? Because that's not happening at this point.
Maybe you should have got the pretzel on your other arm since it's the shifting arm.
But
Or
this
maybe
one,
you
holds,
should,
this one
okay.
holds me steady.
All right, so then the other arm just get the shift pattern.
One miss.
No, he
3,
needs
4.
it on the back of his right hand
so I can look at
so
it.
he can remember. Just an arrow pointing straight back.
I will say, these should be hitting the website soon, but we have
Oh,
some
yeah.
new shifter bushings for the.
Yes, we do.
We have our current shifter bushings that go under the base, and then we have one that goes around the cable clamp.
Shift cable bushings.
But we have new shift cable bushings that eliminate all the rubber and the plastic. So instead of going, it goes click. It's real nice.
How was that again? I like that.
Sounds good.
I didn't
in
even have to
headphones.
say it this time.
Yeah. Most likely we're gonna spray it.
But to go along with that,
Remember
what
when
did we do
people
this
said-
week that was impressive?
Remember
I
when
was gonna
people
say,
said
we're
we
gonna
were
talk about
spraying
that.
it?
Yeah,
That was funny.
3
Now
years.
we're
Zero
actually
spray.
going.
2 years ago. It was cool, and I showed you the photo, but yeah, I don't think you were up front. So 3 days ago,
Oh yeah,
now
this ties into what you were gonna say.
we put the car on the dyno, and out of our little 1.4 and 40 pounds of boost, we made 500 wheel horsepower,
496.
496.
And change.
I'm using SAE smoothing 1 or 10 or whichever's the.
Smoothing 0. Get all the
Yeah.
zigzags. I forgot how to veer.
But-
0% boys as well.
The next day, I got the memory on my Facebook that 2 years ago, we were at the track and broke the what was at the time current world record for the Sonic in a
With that screaming 13.4.
commuter ass looking car.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I was actually going through looking at like my memories, and I was like, "Oh my god, we were at Martin, and it looked like a stock
Yeah,
regular."
it was a car back
1.4
then.
like regular stock wheels on the back, and then just like those the drag radials or whatever on the front, like
Yep,
that
cruise
were
wheels
how
with
old?
cruise wheels with
Oh,
drag
yeah. They're a
radials.
few years
Yeah.
old. But man, it was full street trim, like well into the 12s.
Yeah, it wasn't until we got to like basically 12.0 because we were trying to
much,
break
yeah.
into the 11s, and
Yeah.
so that's when we went full race car. But I don't think it got the skinnies or anything until the compounds,
Right?
and then we went EFR, and now we're on Zona. So this is Rev 5, and now we'll have Rev 5 plus shot
Mm-hmm.
shots.
Boy, chat's kind of not very
kinda
active
dead,
today.
dude.
Yeah,
Mm.
nobody wanted to talk about big turbo Sonics. I'm going to give away all these secrets, and no one's here.
Well,
Ethan, I'm sorry
snooze, you
that
lose.
we couldn't get your Bonneville to work. She, like you said, she had a little too much rust. I was really hoping we could finally fit those
For
H-body
those-
coilovers,
Oh.
but we got the car up in the air and it was like,
I saw some heads gathering
No.
underneath that thing. I'm like, yeah, that's maybe going to get pushed back out the door, unfortunately.
it's very deceiving because on the outside that car looked really clean,
Just good looking car, yeah.
but underneath,
Michigan car.
unfortunate. Yes, Randy,
Oh, I
the
remember
Sonic
now.
does sound really good for a 1.4.
That was my memory from Cleetus and Cars last year, is the head turning. When
Oh
you
my
lit up
gosh.
that thing in the box, it's like, everyone in the stands like, what is that?
It
We're
was the
hearing?"
exact same this year.
Yeah. We were sitting around camping Friday night, and I was telling Charlie, our
yeah.
customer friend, that last year, we broke the car after 3 passes as it went
Oh.
at the time. But the most fun was sitting in the pits talking to everyone for hours, and people would just come up. Hey, is that a Spark? My daughter,
the same
my
thing
daughter has a
happened.
Sonic.
Last year
Sparks,
and
always.
this year, everyone kept calling it a Spark.
It doesn't look like a Spark.
No, it
They're
doesn't.
totally different.
Uh-huh.
But I guess if you just see a tiny Chevy, then
You know-
Sparks are like
Yeah.
a bucktooth Sonic.
So true.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Or like an acetol. They ain't got no ass at all. You know, like they're squeezing their butt in.
well,
Exactly.
especially the first gen ones that have the giant headlights that are this big,
Yeah.
and it's
With no butt.
just looking at you.
Yo,
I actually today when we were leaving lunch, I don't ever get to see my car driving
Yeah.
down the road, and I was like, "Oh, okay,
It,
yeah,
it's,
it looks pretty good.
yeah."
it's
it
such a
looks
weird
pretty good.
sensation
Yeah.
watching your own car drive down the road.
Yeah, it was nice. I liked it.
It is a good looking car.
Already looking at another.
Ooh, okay.
Hmm.
Well, let me know when you have it, and then we'll get those coilovers on.
But yeah, finishing up the Drag Sonic discussion. Basically, we're at a point where we need as much power or a little more, because more power is never bad. But we need better response out of it.
Yeah.
So we
It's-
only have 1.4 liters.
It's easy to say, oh, 500 wheel horsepower, you should go 10s easy. But,
Should.
yeah.
But with the 1.4 and the size of this turbo, we already downsized the turbine housing once, and we still need a little bit better respool on the shifts. Because even, and I give Tyler a lot of crap, but he does hit a good shift every once in a while.
Every once in a while.
And even on the good shifts, it still takes a few hundred RPM, if not more, to get back into full boost.
Yeah.
And especially on the 1-2 shift, we need that one to be as seamless as possible, because that's, even though we're probably past the 60, we're still even up to the. It's not like only the 60 matters.
Yeah.
It's just as you go down the track, it matters less and less. We still need everything we can get out to the 330 and the 8.
Because we can make up the back half. That's easy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, back
not
half's
that
real
hard.
well.
It back half's like crazy.
Yeah.
MFer.
How much
Like an
difference have
MFer.
you seen through putting the trap bar on the back of the Sonic?
It was huge last
Phenomenal
year.
difference.
And just even if it doesn't reflect in the times, it's only been one outing this year, but we had some experience last year. But launching the car
It's smoother.
is so easy because it just doesn't move.
Well, easy, but you've had like 3 seasons of practice without it. So
Yeah,
it
true.
Made it easier.
Yeah.
Made it a lot more consistent, that's for sure. Because he can screw it up and still run a 1.7
Yeah.
with the traction bar on there.
Yep. Yeah, because even
The
with
wheelie bar on a front wheel drive car.
And we
Oh,
heard that a couple dozen times, too.
I'm sure you did.
freaking wheelie bar. Yeah. Well, so we pull up the first pass, and Al's like, "Oh, I'm not even gonna," because this year we were gonna try doing less of a burnout to get more wheel speed off the line rather than hooking and bogging. So he's like, "I'm not even gonna come up to the burnout box. Don't worry about it. Just hit the water. Don't even pull the handbrake. Just second gear drop. Let it rip out." So I'm pulling up, and the Sonic's pretty short in the front, so I'm sitting up there, and the girls bring me forward, and for some reason, track workers don't understand front-wheel drive cars.
I don't get it.
The car has massive 26 or 28 inch,
26-inch slicks on the
26
front.
inch slicks on the front, and 4-inch wide tires on the rear, and I'm looking at the water, and she's pulling me up, and then I stop in the water, and she's like, no, come on, keep going, and I'm like, and I'm all harnessed in, and I got the helmet on, so she can't read my lips or anything.
Yeah.
So I'm just waving at her,
Just
like,
waving.
Signals.
Like she's going to understand.
yeah. So she keeps pulling me up, and she got the back wheels in the water. And I go, okay, whatever. I guess it's fine. So I just do
Like,
a
I can
Dude,
understand.
there's nothing worse than having the back wheels in the water.
Oh, yeah, no kidding. I can understand pulling you like to the front edge of the water so that you're not flinging a bunch into the wheel wells.
yeah.
But you were like 6 feet out of the water before she finally stopped.
And I was hesitant to do a burnout because I'm like, I don't want to break an axle on the first run, just from doing a burnout.
Nah.
But it was fine.
Cold tires and a little bit of water. It was fine.
Yeah, but yeah, nobody understands it. But Nathan, yes, the Sonics do have a really bad throttle delay. Any of the new GM throttle-by-wire
It
cars.
seems like anything that runs on the torque-based ECUs.
Yeah.
So like post LNF and newer.
Even L&F throttle bodies compared
A
to
little bit.
LSJs are
It's
different.
a little better than the more recent ones.
Yeah.
With the Bosch ECU and the LNFs, but it's still
It's
worse
there.
than the LSJ.
For sure. So, yeah, we're gonna spray it. Take out some lag.
Richly jetted 35 shot ought to do the trick.
And hopefully get a 1-0 at the start of the time.
I can't even imagine a 1 second 60 foot.
No, sorry, I meant 1-0 is in like 10.
Oh
at
yes,
the start of the
yes.
final time.
1-0 point.
that
Point
that
99
five
would be
that
great.
5 second solstice runs or G6 or whatever the heck.
Yeah,
it's,
0.9.
whatever it's not. 0.9 60 foot. Like
That's
you
crazy.
gotta like
That's-
see noises at that level.
Yep. So, obviously, the drag car is a lot of fun. It's going real fast. We're gonna go real fast.
Real
Further.
fast.
Real faster.
Real fast.
But
What can we bring to the people?
yes, that's
We're all
that's
about
what we're
bringing parts
really
to the
here.
people.
Ah,
What
to
can
talk
we
about.
or what are we?
What are we?
Yes.
And I know we've talked about it for a long time, but
We
it's
have been talking about it for a long time.
it's here. It's ready.
in the building.
Almost. We're waiting on like one little thing, which kind of stinks that we're waiting on that one little thing.
Correct, but
Watch, it's gonna take 8 months.
Ah.
no, it's not. It's not. It's really not. It's not. I know exactly how close we are, and damn, it's incredibly exciting.
It
Because
is.
like you say, we've got the Drag Sonic, which is just out there, just a little bit
Yeah.
out of reach for most people, but
Yep.
we have the full bolt-on kit, and it's coming. to the
Something that
people.
everyone will be able to buy,
And it's fun.
and it is a lot of fun.
Sheesh, it's
Ashley,
How do we know?
We know.
We
fun.
got
we have
one.
our test mule.
we got
right
we
here.
got a
Got one on
couple
Ashley's
now.
We've got
car.
2 running production runs
But Ashley's car has a full production,
built on
Z04.
Mm-hmm.
ready to go, like customer spec.
Have we even officially announced the name yet?
I don't
I
know.
think we just did.
Well, I think we
Eh,
just, yeah.
I think we just did.
It is the,
The
Z04.
The Z04.
Z04.
So it falls in line with our Z series turbo. We've got our
Mhm.
Z54, Z57. The Slingshot one was a Z47. So now we got the Z04 for a little 1.4 car.
And it's magical.
It really is. Ashley came back.
I feel like this is the turbo the car should have came with.
I would agree. You came back from driving your car the other day and had the biggest,
Biggest
grin.
grin I've ever seen on your face.
Yeah.
It
Like
was a lot of fun. I shouldn't be allowed to drive that.
Yeah, we were following you yesterday.
I know. I was like, you're either gonna follow me or you're gonna not. But this is what I'm doing.
Yep.
We were in Mexico, and I was driving very fast, very fast. Probably too fast for conditions.
well, you know.
And I couldn't help it. I was
That's
like,
fine.
I can't help it. And Abby, you know what? Abby's
Was
she
learning.
down?
Abby just
Was she
hangs
down?
on. Abby just hangs on now, and she's just like, okay, here we
Yeah,
go.
she knows.
Yep.
Here we go to lunch.
If she's getting in somebody's car,
She better
she's
hang
going for a
on.
ride.
Yep. I love it. No, it's amazing. Last night too, I live out in the country, so I took it down some back roads and was doing, from a dig, and I was just like, holy crap! Like, I don't normally use 2 hands to steer, but I think I need to use 2 hands to steer after I should. I'm like, this is crazy.
Not
Yeah.
only does it make really good power, it makes really good noises.
Oh,
does.
the noises are amazing.
Is-
Have
Like,
we
if
announced
you
what's
love-
going with the turbo kit?
Oh, yeah. Wait, how much power did it make?
Oh, yeah. So Ashley's
We've
car.
got to run through everything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We get
So-
We're getting
full
really
details.
excited here.
We're getting so excited.
So Ashley's car
This is that exciting.
has a full production Z04 on it.
Plus,
Which
430-pound wheels.
yes,
she has
gigantic
very heavy wheels.
Ferris
Anyone
wheel.
wants
And it
my
needs
wheels.
an
wheels, let me
alignment
know.
as
I'll
well.
sell them to you.
We were on the dyno. Tim's got the wheel like this. It's like, we're probably losing a little bit of power here.
Yeah.
Um,
But what's
Anyone
great
want a wheel swap?
is our Z04 will use your existing stock or intake. So you have your ZZP intake on your V3 or your stock turbo right
bolt
now.
right up.
We'll bolt right up. It's going to come with a new downpipe mid-pipe combo.
And that downpipe midpipe combo will fit to a stock exhaust. It will fit to a ZZP exhaust.
Yep.
Or it will fit to our brand new
3-inch catback.
catback.
You guys
baby.
kept asking, and we finally made it.
The
Yep.
3-inch is happening. Full production spec.
Full
is,
production.
Is in the in
We
the works
have
right now.
the first production one on the Blue Turd.
Yep.
So that I could get a lot of miles on it. I'm a big fan. I'm old though. Currently does not have a resonator, and I keep yelling at Alex to get that on there.
But the livery car
Yep.
has a
Has the res.
We will
And
get
it-
you one out. We
And
will
it
get
sounds
you one.
good.
It does sound
We
really
need to do.
good.
We need to try to make a video of it because even
Video of
today,
you pushing Tim's face inside out.
we're gonna do that, but just a good video of it, going down the road like we normally do with most of our exhaust
Yep.
videos. I don't even know if it'll do it justice because obviously it's a recording. It's
Yeah,
really hard.
Videos
but,
are really hard to capture exhaust noises
But
correctly.
hearing it today, when Bo was driving, I was like, wow, like
It's
hearing it inside the car is one thing, but hearing outside of the
Yeah.
car is completely different.
It sounds great. The one thing that kind of stinks with the Z04 is that it no longer has the unequal length exhaust manifold.
Yeah.
So you don't
It's-
get that
it's- yeah,
little
it's slightly-
rumble.
Slightly more
lumpiness is
symmetrical than the stock
Yeah.
one.
But it's better for power anyway, so that's good. But the 3-inch paired with the Z04 sounds great. Ashley's car, full customer spec, just made
292.
292, just short of 300 wheel on a car.
With some big old Ferris wheels.
yeah,
yeah.
my wheels
Yeah.
are extremely heavy.
Like,
Like, in realistically, race wheels and like an all-season tire probably would have made like 305, 310.
yeah.
And that it made 292 after probably about 7 pulls on the dyno. So
Yeah.
there was some heat soaking in
Nice.
that as well. And
Tim was
it
messing
wasn't
with cam
like,
settings.
oh, we've left it overnight. First pull, 292.
Oh,
we've
dude,
done lots of pulls.
Your car
before
has
that.
stage 1 cams also, right?
Correct. Stage
Correct,
1
okay.
cams, valve springs. But I think the best thing about the Z04 is that it pulls like a big turbo.
Yeah, it
Dude,
doesn't
it blows
roll
the
off on
tires
the
off
top
in
end.
second gear.
It blows the tires off, but not only that, it will rev out. You can.
Yeah.
We could probably take it to 8K all day. Like it
Oh, new license plate.
8K all day. There you go.
Haha, Tim.
But as great as the V3 is, and we're planning on making a whole video about this because they are vastly different power delivery turbos.
Yes, you do have to learn to drive the car slightly different.
Yeah.
But if you've ever driven pretty much any turbo car other than a Sonic,
Yeah.
you kind of already know what's going on.
Yep. But
You can't
Floor it from 1200 RPM and expect to have usable boost.
but when it does come in,
it
comes in.
it comes in hard.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's good.
I don't want you guys to get the wrong impression. It's not some laggy turd. It's still full boost, but like what, upper 3000s?
3500.
Like it's still
Yeah.
very quick spooling for the power. it makes.
3500 is not like big turbo territory. You're not talking.
No,
like a-
and you wind it up once, and if you're doing a pull, like you come into the next gear well within the turbo's
Yeah,
range.
totally.
Yeah. So that the biggest thing to know versus the V3 is the V3 spools almost instantly. It's quite a bit smaller, so you'll have a bigger torque spike, but it falls off. I mean, it's unavoidable with a small turbine housing turbo like that. But the Z04 just keeps going and going.
Yeah, it doesn't run out. When we were on the dyno, we're like, what do we want to set the rev limiter to? Because this thing just wants to make jam
Yeah.
the whole way up. And when we do a comparison video between the V3 and the Z04, you guys will be able to clearly see the differences between the two.
Yep.
But we really just wanted something that is easy to bolt on, easy to install, obviously as affordable as possible. It uses stock oil feed and drain lines.
Yep.
We get custom coolant lines with it. It's just a great rounded kit. And Al started the train off, and
Yeah. So this is the same turbo that we had. Well, not the production spec, obviously, but we had a hacked up one on the Drag Sonic, and it went 12.0.
Yep.
Which is properly quick. This was the first turbo that I was ripping down the track, and I came back, and I was like, Al, this is fast.
Like it's actually getting fine
This
now.
is actually fast in the back half.
And that's when Tyler liked drag racing.
Yeah,
Ta-da!
weird.
Oh, Tyler.
I'm a multi-racing boy now.
Cruise, was it Cruise Missile? We don't go to work after this. It's
Yeah,
5 o'clock
Yeah, well,
and then Friday.
Well, after this, it's 5 o'clock.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This
After
is
this,
work.
it's Friday, 5 o'clock,
it's
and we're
one of
done.
one of the great
Yeah.
things.
Although
Work, work.
there are some days where we open up an email and you hear, because it's just the only way we can handle it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's very true. Some of y'all need to learn how to read.
Brendan, I hope one day we get to work on 2.7 Silverados or the 2.7 in general, because You could put a big old turbo on a
Yeah.
2.7.
Not
We need to
necessarily
try
a
that.
Silverado, but I do want to mess with those 2.7s.
Yeah, the CT4, the CT5. No, CT4 got the 2-liter, CT5 got the 2.7. So maybe one day. Maybe one day.
Those cars look Bing Bong's back.
The cone bolt is back alive.
It's back alive already?
Yeah.
Well, that was fast.
So we got Josh the parts in one day.
Wow.
It's back together.
Josh does good work.
He does. So the cone
Also,
bolt-
briefly talking about cruises, we have a fresh one in the
Oh.
lot, Outback.
it has been a long time coming.
Yeah, we
It
finally-
really has. We finally got one.
We had
How
one.
long have I been looking? At least a year.
Cruises
probably.
ain't cheap right now.
Didn't we
No.
have? We had
we
one
had
a
one
long time
a
ago.
long time ago.
That was
that
gone.
was-
We haven't known
that was
before.
gone before any of us
Yeah.
started.
Yeah.
Yeah, and apparently someone at some point said, nobody buys cruise parts, and then we sold it, and then we
We
have
sell
our
so many cruise parts.
we sell so I laugh about this, but every time I talk about it in an R&D meeting, our Sonic PCV kit that we call the Sonic 1.4 PCV kit is primarily bought by cruise owners.
Yeah.
All the reviews are from cruise owners, and they're
Just
like,
slight modification.
oh yeah, it fits. So you just move the bracket a little bit and bolt it there. So
You know,
We
people
have a
can
cruise.
do that with parts that don't match their car, but they can't figure out parts that match their car.
Yeah.
What is wrong
I
here?
don't know.
Sorry.
It's like ingenuity on one side and not so much on the
yeah,
Hey, no worries, it don't fit. I'm
I
gonna
like
make it work.
Dan's comment. Don't open any more emails today.
Yep.
Thanks for the
That's-
warning.
I emailed you back before I started.
but we finally have a cruise that will get the proper 0 to 100, probably real quick.
Yeah, the 100, the
Ain't
ZO4
no cruise
kit.
ever going 0 to 100 real quick.
I don't know. We got the Sonic going 0 to
Zero.
100 real quick.
Well, that's true. And now that we know we can make 500 horse out of these things,
That still shocks me.
yeah.
500 horsepower out of a block that's this big.
And we
Yeah.
only stopped
Kurt.
because we were out of turbo
And
and fuel
The
system.
pistons are this big.
Yeah, literally.
You can just set a beer bottle on them and then.
Oh, yay, Al, for sizing the fuel system to perfectly match the turbo system.
Yeah.
Like within 1%.
Exactly.
Couldn't do that again. Well, I could. There's just a lot of math. I made an educated guess, and it was right.
And it was right. So we.
So that's pretty much why we have to spray it, because we don't have any more fuel system left.
Yep. We'd have to go bigger injectors and all that. It's easier to just put a nitrous kit on.
What? I never thought in my life I would just be forced into running nitrous.
You are
Weird.
now.
And we still don't know the limit of the engine.
No.
Yeah, that's the thing that really blows my
Yeah,
mind.
so the turbo that's on it was specifically bought because Zoom said, find the next weak link. And I was like, that'll be more than enough. And now we have the turbo maxed out, and we're like, well, now what?
That's what cracks me up. We've got the new production ZO4 kit that we're testing. We're doing back-to-back freaking pulls on the donor. It's like, there's not even a concern of,
No,
how's the motor going to last?
Ashley's car has a stock bottom end, stock piston, stock rods.
I
We're
beat
back-to-back
the hell
pulling that
out of
thing.
it last night. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean,
Nathan Sanchez, I would not at all want to daily drive that.
You can street
No.
anything if you're
Nine-
brave enough.
Well, yeah. I mainly say that because I've been there, done that. Not with the Sonic, but with my Ion. It's just not fun daily
No.
in a giant turbo car.
Especially
I
riding
mean,
in it.
That car needs to have that turbo to do what it does.
Yep.
And it doesn't hit full boost till like 5,500.
yeah. Now
And
full boost is 40 pounds.
Right.
It's a lot of pounds.
But-
when we were at 30, it would hit it faster.
Yeah. When you're just putzing around in that car, it is the most boring thing ever.
Oh my gosh, Well, the 1.4 NA came in the Spark, and I think it made 80 horsepower.
Wow.
So until mid 5,000s, that's what you're working with. It's like
It
less
made
than
80?
I think it was 86 horsepower.
How
Let's
much
do
does
some math.
stock Sonic make?
120
Yep,
ish.
about 120. That's a
Our
manual
and our
car.
bolt-on kit's going to be...
Well, I think that's the greatest thing, is you
So
can
we're
buy
at
a
40.
turbo kit, and then E85 flex fuel, and the supporting mounts to go behind it, and make over double your stock amount of horsepower.
See, this is crazy.
311.
If you do the pressure ratio math of the boost we were running,
Yeah.
that's what it should make.
How are we cramming
I don't
190
know.
more horse in it.
I see this happen often.
That's great.
You have many cases where a properly sized turbo or like a big race turbo makes an engine even more efficient than it was to start with.
Increases the V.
It's wild.
Scott, it's nice to see you. Yes, the guns are certainly out. I'm hoping to someday.
I'm 100% sure he's
match this
talking to
guy.
you.
Yeah, he sees.
I can't wait
he
to
sees
redo
the
that
tan
mixer
line.
of you guys. Whoa, Tyler.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Tyler has been hitting
I
the
have
gym.
been going to the gym,
He's been hanging out with Al so much, he started going to the gym.
and I make chicken and rice at home.
What?
Basically the same person, just 100 and something pounds lighter. And
Next thing you
smaller.
know, he's gonna start stretching his ears and
He's shaving his head, and growing a full.
Well, I did get a
try
I
to.
did get a tattoo, so you know.
Al doesn't have tattoos.
I don't yet.
No,
Trevor,
Ranch.
I feel like you should.
you need to. Has anyone seen your tattoo yet?
yeah,
Show
you
it
need
off,
to
dude.
show that thing
Go
off.
put that thing up in the camera.
All right.
Y'all
this
gonna
thing
love
out.
this. 98 horsepower in the Spark. Okay.
All right, there it is.
Check that out. We got a good shot of it, Eric?
Yeah.
Yes, that's a pretzel. No, there's no double entendre or hidden meaning.
Nope, it is
It's a pretzel.
It is
a pretzel. I was out in Denver with my wife Erica and her brother Jack, and we talked about getting matching tattoos, so we went and got them. And we're all half German, so we got a Bavarian pretzel. There we are.
I freaking like it.
Now I'm addicted, and I want more tattoos, but they're expensive.
You gonna get some shepherd's pie?
Yeah, you picked the worst time to get into tattoos.
I know.
The price has gone way up.
Oh, Tyler's legs. Well,
Well,
Yeah, they almost match my arms now. That's how he shifts so strong.
oh,
I feel like with the Z04, the selling points for me is like the versatility of it. Even if you have your stock freaking intercooler set up,
Yeah.
charge pipe set up, it's gonna bolt up.
It
you
will.
can have that stock catback, it's gonna bolt up. Like
Yep.
whatever you have, it'll fit.
it'll fit, but if there's anything I can say, definitely get an intercooler in that car.
mm-hmm.
Always put
Yeah,
an intercooler
the
on
stock
that
Yeah.
car.
intercooler is not good.
No.
No bueno.
We made a lot of power through the stock intercooler, too. We were up near 4 before we upgraded that.
On our ZZP one.
Yep.
Not the stock.
No, I meant our stock replacement one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I had a Sonic and I had the stock intercooler off and I'm like, what in the world?
How does this even work?
Yeah.
This is even cooling the air.
Yep.
Cruise missile, most of my scars have healed because Tyler gets hurt now.
He throws me in the line of fire.
I'm like, wow, that looks dangerous. Tyler! I got tunes to do.
Tag him in.
Stunt double.
Stunt double.
Oh, yep.
Oh, Scott said we're both very handsome.
Oh, thanks,
I
buddy.
do need the beard back.
Is the
But you have a beard.
is
Not
the border open
the
yet?
beard.
Oh, no, I like that.
I'm not saying the longest it ever was, but somewhere between there and here.
I have to say, when you got a haircut, change your glasses, trim the beard, you're like a new man.
Yeah.
I think the glasses
Yeah, I feel
were,
like
were a
I'm-
big part.
Yeah, the glass.
The old glasses that were so tiny.
Yeah, I
Those
hated
little old
those.
man
Suckers
ones.
needed
Wait, you could see out of
Those
them.
things were like 10 years old. I
I
could
know.
barely see out of them.
prescription that's
That's
10
why
years
you were
old.
driving.
Yeah.
Little do
Yeah.
you know.
That's actually why he handed the keys over. He's like, I can't
Yeah,
see.
bing bonging off the concrete.
But you said it the other day at the dyno. Just 2 years ago, we were running 13s. 2 years before that, in 2018, we thought that 200 horse out of a Sonic
Was doing pretty good.
was
Yeah.
like, all right, that's good. That people will be happy with that.
Yeah, I remember those days.
And
It doesn't seem like it was that long ago.
No. And Sonic and Cruise sales have continued to rise. People want more.
And that's what I love about working here. Is like we see the sales numbers, we see the interest, and then it just that revenue drives us to make more.
Make more parts,
That's
yeah.
why we have a new production turbo kit right now.
Yeah. Turbo kit, catback. We have a Cruise for development to make all sorts of parts. Like, a lot of times people ask, they're like, why in the world are you trying to go for 10s in a Sonic? No one will ever do that.
Because
that's the
we
point.
can.
We can. It's fun because the challenge is there.
And no one will ever do it because they're too scared to do it.
Well, yeah. And you know, there might not ever be anyone else who runs a 10 in a Sonic, but
I'm sure there's plenty of people that think it.
yeah,
But in all the events that we have gone to, not one person has ever talked down on that car.
never. That's one of my favorite parts.
Because it's so dumb.
It is.
And I don't,
It's silly.
I don't really mean dumb. I just don't know what other word. Like, it's
Ridiculous.
absurd is kind of a better word.
Crazy.
It's a
crazy.
little crazy.
Yeah, it's
a
crazy.
little
Crazy.
crazy.
It's a little crazy.
That's crazy.
Unconventional. if you-
Unconventional, yes.
Yeah, unconventional is a good one. Fix an ion? I'm sorry, man. I cannot even get my own fixed. So, no.
Yeah.
I
We
tore
don't-
down a perfectly running car. You don't want my help.
We don't really have sales guys. We do have customer service techs, though. Shoot a resume into us.
Brendan,
We'll pass it on.
so you know the box wall video?
Yes.
Brendan,
him?
Brendan was filming.
Oh.
I was
Aw.
I
driving.
don't know him.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my best buddy from 4 years old.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, Tyler.
Oh yeah.
What's your address? I heard UPS boxes are free.
No, I sent him to Billy.
Oh, I'm sure he knew of it.
Brendan was in on it though. I was the one who got in trouble. Brendan didn't.
He ran.
Alex, have you ever heard that story?
No, tell me.
All right.
Oh, boy. This is a good one.
If it's
So-
podcast suitable.
2006, USPS came out with this great idea called priority mail flat rate boxes. And they said, we'll give you all these boxes. Anything that fits in this box, you can ship for a flat rate. So as part of that, they said, well, you don't even have to come into a post office to get a box. We'll send them to you. You just log onto the
Hey,
website,
you just go online and
order it.
I need 20 bucks.
Yeah, I need 10 boxes for my business or whatever. Well, being 16-year-old Tyler, I quickly found out there was no limit on boxes that you could order. So, I ordered 10,000 boxes to my friend Billy's house. And they delivered the first 2,000 of them, like full-on pallets worth of boxes, to his house. And his mom was so mad. She was pissed at Billy. She's like, where in the world are these coming from? And I'm just sitting 2 doors down like,
Billy's going to get it.
so then they stopped. And the post office lady, the mail lady, came up to his mom and was like, hey, here's a slip. If you want your other 8,000 boxes, call this number. They're waiting at the post office. And then because I was me, 16-year-old me, she figured it out and called my mom and was like, what did Tyler do? Yeah, I got grounded for a long time.
I bet she pulled out the middle name for that one.
Yep. Oh, yeah. But then Brendan would, because I couldn't leave my room after school, Brendan would come and bring me rock stars, and I'd sneak out my window and go grab them from him.
Wow.
Yep. I was a kid, you know.
You were a teenage boy.
I was a teenage boy.
Wish I would have thought of that.
Yep.
Man,
Yep.
I had
Tyler
it
fell on the
easy.
sword for that one. Certainly did.
That's great. Well, I'm glad that you know him then. But still, send your resume.
But yeah. Yeah, no salespeople, but our products sell ourselves. Although it does kind of sound like a QVC ad up here.
Oh my
talking
god!
about the Z-
I
Z04.
saw that. And
That's
I was
what
like,
the guy
oh,
said.
it does sound exactly like it. You're not wrong.
We don't have one to show off. We should have, but you know,
We can take a video of my car.
we can.
Yeah, I'm excited to get your car lined up against a few different things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've done all the media on the blue turd, so we need to do the same for Ashley's right now.
Yeah. And you're signing up for Streetcar Takeover?
Yep.
Yes.
And do some roll racing, some test and tune.
Sweet.
I
I'm
loved it.
racing
I
too,
loved
but I
roll
don't
racing.
know what.
That was so much fun.
It
Still probably won't know what I'm doing again, but I don't even care
Well,
because
the-
half the
You can
people
get away
there
with
didn't know what they were doing, so I felt okay.
Well, they gave you a 30-yard run-up, and they're like, all right, get to 30. And then
I'm
in
at 30 instantly, and I'm like, okay, well, this guy's still putzing along behind me, so what do I do? Because I have to hold it or I'm screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the pacing was the hardest part.
Yeah.
Because you had to stay even with the other guy.
Or you had to stay even or behind him.
Mm-hmm.
And
You got to jump.
yeah,
You know, tiny engine,
yeah.
tiny turbo.
1-2 real quick.
Well, I started in second because first would have been too tall, and I would have just banged the limiter immediately, and you know I can't shift. So started in second,
There's
had to
that.
brake boost, and I don't know. Maybe it was first. What do I shift at? I don't know. I see $8,000 on the tack, and then I just pull it.
Now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be different now, like learning different where to shift at now.
Different sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's all different. It's all new to me now. So that's why I'm like,
And you got to rev it out. I saw Alex driving the other day, and he was shifting at like 6,800. What are you doing?
A little
man?
bit
Well,
more than that,
you know,
dude.
Can't do it.
when you're on the road around here and there's cars in front of you, you kind of have
Yeah,
to.
you kind of have to.
Ah,
That's what Bo yelled at me for yesterday too, and I was like, Bo, there were cars in front of us. What am I supposed to do?
don't move.
Yeah, well, they don't really see me.
Yeah. What does $2 a liter or $2 a liter add up to in gallons? There's 4 liters in a gallon, 3 in a.
Well, it gets complicated because there's a U.S. gallon and there's a metric gallon.
What?
Yeah.
Huh?
There's a metric gallon?
There's like a U.S. gallon, which is like 3.8 liters. And
Oh,
there's
yeah,
another one
3.8
which is
liters.
3.8
4.4.
liters per flush.
Oh yeah,
Every guy knows that.
from the urinals.
Yeah.
That's true. I forgot about that. So, oh my gosh. So you're looking at $7.80, almost $8 at.
And that's in loony
Gallon?
dollars.
That's why I moved the hell out of there.
Yeah, that's
Don't be
fair.
paying those fuel
Well, land of
prices.
freedom.
8.
So two
Line of barred eagles.
two moose bucks is like $4.50, right? So it's,
Moose
it's,
bucks.
it's like $30 a gallon, roughly.
Oh my gosh.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I would just move here. It's cheaper.
Probably
Yeah.
cheaper.
Even with gas at
Screw your
$4.50,
free healthcare.
takes forever anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely more expensive.
Yeah.
I knew a guy 10 years ago that would drive to the U.S. just to buy groceries and drive back.
Really?
Because paying the gas and time and whatnot to go
Was
there and
still
bring it
less.
back, he was still
But
coming
they
out
don't
ahead.
have ketchup potato chips. Or what
Those
were
are
what were
good.
the other ones?
The ketchup Doritos,
Oh,
Ketchup-
all dressed.
all
all
dressed.
dressed.
You
There's-
can find
there's some
those
other
if
ones
you look.
too.
I don't
Yeah.
remember what some of
If
the other
anyone
ones
wants
were.
to send us some fun Canadian potato chips, you know where
Yeah,
it's
where's
at.
Darren?
Yeah.
Is he allowed back
If
in
any
the
of our
States yet?
Canadian customers want to send me a multi-fun size pack of your assorted candies, yeah, it's good stuff. Way better than what we got here.
Yep.
Now
Yeah.
people are losing their mind about liters and gallons, and
look at all of
Hey,
that.
at least I got the chat going. You know?
I guess
Yeah.
so.
Gotta heat it. That's all we had to do is start talking about gas prices. Woo.
Yeah. Cone
The
ball.
whole conversion thing has been the biggest nightmare of my life moving here.
I'll trade all
Going from
dress for a
milli-
visa.
Yep.
Going from millimeters to inches has been real problems in my brain.
Oh yeah, I bet, because you
Real
just went
problems.
from like a 13 to a 2.
And then I'm just like,
Ah.
fractions? Why are we calculating fractions right now?
I like using millimeters and metric better
The
than.
simplicity is
It's
awesome.
just easier.
I hate it because of the way people say it.
Say what?
Millimeters?
Millimeters?
No, millimeters good, centimeters good, but then you go up from there and people start changing the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Ah, yes.
It's millimeter, centimeter,
Kilometer.
kilometer, not kilometer. I hate
Oh,
that word.
kilometer is not
Oh.
good. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules. I just enforce them.
Scott, I have to mow the neighbor's lawn now, so yeah, it takes me like 3 hours. That's a whole week's wage
How much?
in Canada.
How much work is required to get a work visa? Because I'll like pay you $3 a week to fluff my pillow or something if that gets you across the border.
Is that like secret words for something?
No, I meant that fully literally.
Sweep the pillow. Fluff the pillow. No oil because the dipsticks are in Washington. I don't get that.
What?
I don't know.
Dipstick is a word for
Oh, the
idiot.
dipsticks are in Washington.
Ah, I
Oh,
see.
Yep,
And
yep, yep,
apparently
yep,
right
yep.
here.
So
Yep.
many
You're
different
too.
words.
Yeah,
thing we
Crocs
have
and Britney
you.
I
Spears
know.
shirts. I'm a fan.
Translator.
Yeah, but think just like he's saying, 5 seconds. Why would everyone say 5 seconds when you could say what, 7 millimeters, something like that? It's easier.
What?
Yeah, but also when you transfer it, if you 5:30 seconds, I need to put this in a CAD model. Now I've got to figure out what it is in decimal.
Yeah, it's like
heck?
7.154
Did he just speak English?
Did he just say decimal?
decimals.
Out. Oh man. I used to know that.
How do you say herbs?
I used to know the decimals of all the fractions.
So I didn't realize there was a silent
Herbs?
H on the
Yeah,
side of
herbs.
herbs.
It's
Herbs.
silent. That's the
Why the heck is
thing
it
about
silent?
letters is you don't say them.
They're only silent in
English is
America.
stupid.
Yeah.
We have a lot of silent everythings that shouldn't be there.
I didn't
Well,
realize
how do we spell this? Let's just throw a letter in there and see
or
what
like
they
a
do.
K.
I didn't
or
realize how
PH.
bad the situation was until I had kids that I'm teaching to read.
Oof. Yeah.
Because like, when you're an adult, you don't even remember how difficult it was. And then they're looking at, and I'm trying to explain to Hudson why there's a K in front of night. No idea, bud. That's how
They decided the regular spelling wasn't good enough for this person wearing armor, so they put a K in front of
and
it.
so I was gonna tell him, like, that's how you know it's different from the other night, like nighttime. And then where he gets to knife, and I'm like, well, there is no knife without a K, so that explanation makes no sense at all. I'm just confusing the kid more. I'm sorry.
poor
Just
Hudson.
accept it. Just accept it. That's what you got to do.
Yeah. Scott, you guys do talk funny. Sorry.
Yeah.
You still talk funny.
Canadians.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Eh?
Scott usually hides it pretty well.
He does.
He
Every
does.
once in a while, he'll slip up.
Eh?
Yeah,
Eh.
he gets an occasional A.
So, I don't know how many actual, other than cruise missile, how many 1-4 people are here, but we get asked this often. Obviously, we have a tubular manifold on the Dragsonic for the Zona.
Oh yeah.
Where
No, we're not gonna make them.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to ask.
I'm just,
And
just
no, we're
ripping,
not going to make any
just
for the
ripping
1-4.
Band-Aid
We're
off.
not, or 1-8. We're not making 1-8 headers.
Yeah,
guys.
we're
Just
not
stop.
making 1/8 parts.
But the ZO4 is a header fold, but it's stainless. The
Yeah,
transitions are super nice. Like
Yes, we
it's
did.
a really cool piece.
When I was working on the development of this turbo, I did make sure that we did the turbine or turbo fold in stainless because I want these things to look nice.
Mm-hmm. And they look
they
really
do.
nice.
They look great. They got the ZZP logo on them.
You don't get that crazy rust buildup like the iron does.
Yeah. Now, do you think, and I assume we came to this point with the LNF at some level. You know, we came out with all our tuning and bolt-ons for the KO4, and then we came out with the ZFRs, bolt-on stock manifold. No, I'm not answering you. Do you think a tubular manifold or a log manifold or whatever will ever be plausible for the 1-4 market?
No.
But we also thought that 500 wheel wasn't possible 2 years ago.
Well, so we're going to come out with an LTG tubular manifold eventually.
That's a little different.
It is different, and it's also how much are people going to spend in each market.
That's the thing, too.
The big thing for us.
The way I look at it, yes, there is a market for tubular manifolds. It does not fit within what we do here.
Our business model, correct.
That said, there are tons of people more than capable of building a custom manifold for you if that's what you want to do. Walker Morgan's made a few of them for different people in the community. Who else? Matthew made his own.
Yeah, Matt Cusano.
There's a couple other people,
I
and,
think
and
Evan
not even
Smoot.
just a random fabricator. There are people in the Sonic Cruise community that have done this, and so the resources are out there if that's something you really want to do. But I don't see the volume being high enough to make a cast version of it or to make a production version.
And the cost is exponential.
Yeah,
Especially
that's
right
the thing
now.
that sucks with it. Tubing is
very expensive.
killing us right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
The
mean,
cost per
material
foot
cost
on
is
stainless steel
absurd.
is unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah,
And-
I get people that ask us all the time, hey, do you want to custom make this for me? I go, do you have any idea how much materials cost right now?
Well, and I don't think a lot of people understand the way ZZP works. Yes, we have 5 full-time fabricators, but they're working on big batches.
I guess it is kind of warm in here.
They're not making one manifold at a time. When we make 3,800 headers, we don't make them individually. We have to make them in large enough batches where it's worth it for a fabricator to sit down, make it for a week, and then make that run. That's why our equalizers are always out of stock, because
We can't just make 3.
yeah, someone we don't have the time for someone to go, hey, here, make this one manifold. Here, make this one XYZ.
And actually, equalizers are the most outrageous value that anyone could have. That's a full hand build.
Oh, yeah.
Several butt joints, collector, everything full merch. Like,
Yeah.
but it's hard to do that on scale, and we have the talent in the house to do all that kind of stuff.
We do.
But if we want to provide the value to you, the customer, the end user,
Because
we have to cut it off at some point.
Right.
Because say we did make a tubular manifold, it would be at least $1,000 per manifold, if I had to guess.
And what are the gains? There's some
That's
gain,
the-
but
that's
it's
the
very
thing.
limited, man.
Though
And
because
it's
of the short
probably only going to fit the one turbo that we design it for.
and the shortcomings of having a small displacement 1.4, a 500 horse Sonic will not be fun around town,
No.
which is where 99.9% of their people are driving these cars. The Z04, honestly,
That's the limit.
It's
is
100%. Yeah.
yeah.
I
Now,
agree.
I do
we have some plans.
have plans down the road for a different version of the Z04, but I'm not even getting into that at all because I got plenty of other things I got to get done first. Plenty of other R&D projects that we've been thinking about that I need to dive into. But once this turbo gets settled, we might find a couple little things to tweak.
But it would be like putting a 9180 on a 2-liter.
Yeah,
You're
sure,
not
it'll
ha-
make some great dyno numbers, but it's not fun
It's
to drive.
not enjoyable. And really, that's what we're all about, is making sure people are having fun with their cars.
Mhm.
A 2-liter, yeah, you can take it to 500-600 horse and it still be semi-drivable and have a lot of fun. A 1.4,
Nah.
once you get to 400, like we had a 6258 on the car, and even then I wouldn't have driven that anywhere
Yeah,
else.
even that I wouldn't want to daily it.
And that's a small turbo in the world of turbos, you know.
Yeah, now we don't want to go too much bigger than the Z04 for something that's going to be fun to drive on the street. But
Yeah, I do think that is the cap.
Now, efficiencies can be gained within the same house.
right.
But
We
I did
still
have-
got more cam testing to do. Still got more
We're still on
ported
stage
head.
1 cams.
In stock head. We haven't even put the ported head on yet. Who knows how much, like the way the power kind of flattens out, who knows how much that's going to keep going.
Yeah.
That's the fascinating thing about the boost on the Z04. On the torque spike, it freaking hits, but even though as much as it loves RPM, it does taper off towards the top.
Yeah, a tiny
You're
bit.
like, okay, well, what's headwork going to do to that? Is
Yeah.
that going to help at all?
Probably.
And a lot of people don't know this, but we've experimented with a ported head and our stage 2 cams at one point. But when you have so much back pressure on those tiny frame turbos, it's likely doing more harm than good.
Yeah,
So-
that's what I found on the dyno is, and it's the only thing that makes sense, piecing the data together, that there was so much back pressure that allowing the exhaust to flow more easily was just allowing more reversion to happen.
Yep.
When we kept the boost levels very low to where the back pressure was lower than the boost, we did see gains out of the ported head and the stage 2 cams. But as soon as the back pressure got up higher than the drive, the all was gone.
Yeah. So now that we have
Now that we have better flowing turbos,
we'll see.
because like we have told you guys 100 times with the V3, it still has reasonably high drive pressure. That's the price you have to pay to have something that spools as fast as it does. It's significantly better than stock or the V1 or V2.
Yeah.
But it's still out the top end gets almost to a 2-to-1 or higher if you're trying to run a ton of boost out of it for some reason. The Z04 runs more efficiently though, and you can run into the low 20s with no problems at the top end.
Yep. So yeah, we'll slap a ported head on. We'll test our new cams, and we're not done by any means. I mean,
No.
we thought that
Depending how hard we hit the 10, who knows? We may push a little farther.
the current plan is stop, but if it wants more, we'll give it more.
Well, yeah, I mean, if we go to the track and run 1099 first pass, we're pulling the jets out.
Oh yeah,
And just going.
take the hood off, fenders off, everything. Just
You know.
The jets at the
Yeah.
track.
The thing I love about realizing the limit. It's like the Sonic is meant to be a super fun turnkey, get in it and
Daily,
freaking
yep.
rip.
Yep.
Daily, you can use it for anything. It's practical. It's small. You can take it to the store. Like, you can do whatever with it. And the Z04 is like, you can have this almost 300 freaking wheel,
Yeah.
little hot hatch ripper
Mm-hmm.
that you can cruise about and you can commute in, but also when you want to get down, the thing gets down.
Yeah, it's
And
gosh, these cars
another
are-
nice
These
thing
cars have become so much fun.
is because it's a bigger turbo, you'll probably be in boost less at cruising.
Totally.
So you might get a little better gas mileage.
Yeah, Blue Turd gets low 30s
How's the gas
on
mileage,
highway.
Ashley?
There we go.
Doesn't help when I
Let's
wasn't
let's
listening.
check a couple weeks from now.
Yeah, once she's used to it. Cruise missile, the Race Sonic weighs. Oh man,
I don't know currently.
yeah, I don't know right now, but it was.
You gonna go to Martin's?
600 with me in it, or was it less?
I think it was in the 25s with you in it.
Okay.
You're going to Martin next
I
week?
don't remember.
Wednesday is
Most
the
likely,
plan.
Yeah.
Wednesday?
Yeah.
You weigh it then.
Oh yeah, on their scales.
Yeah.
For sure.
Or our scales.
Yeah, we do.
We have scales.
I'll put the Bald Eagle on our sales.
What that boy weigh?
3,400.
That's it.
4,300.
43. 43 would make more sense.
Yeah.
34 is
Thing
light.
weighs less
Sorry,
than an
I do
ATSV.
apologize. 4,300.
Okay, all right,
Okay,
all right.
That's
all
a
right.
My
little
bad.
more reasonable.
That's another conversion. I don't do pounds. I do freaking kilograms.
2.20426.
4,300.
Well, we got the last couple minutes here. If anyone has any questions,
last minute questions?
yeah, let us know. Trev's not here; he's downstairs. He's just hanging out. We're all big turbo Sonic experts, so we thought it'd be better.
Yeah, we were
Driver,
joking
driver,
around. It's
engineer,
been a Sonic.
engineer.
It's been a Sonic week. Like,
Yeah,
I had
it
three
really has.
Sonics on the ramp yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, it's been.
It seems
you
like that
guys are
happens every
racing.
spring.
You've been
Yeah.
ripping on the streets. Like,
Yeah, it does. Yeah, being back in the drag Sonic makes you want to get back on the track too,
I know.
especially when you can drive
Yeah.
it back onto the
Being
trailer.
there at the event, I was like, I wish I could go work on my car now.
Yeah,
And I don't
just
have
the
to fix it before the next time?
Smell of race gas, hearing it all, like yeah.
Yep.
I had a little bit of FOMO. I'm not gonna lie.
Sure
And
did.
then Matt, yeah, well, I wish I could.
I
Not my
I
fault.
know.
Matt had ATS going the other day, and I was like,
Yeah, Matt's ATS is gonna
I'm
go real fast.
so excited
Yeah.
to see that back on the track. Oh, man. Maybe he'll go with us Wednesday.
That'd be great.
oh, we
That'd
should
be
probably
great.
give him a heads up.
freaking sweet.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
think
Matt,
we told
we're
him.
going
I think
to
we told
track
him,
on
but
Wednesday.
we will tell him
We'll
again.
tell him again when we walk out of here.
Yep.
Let's try some wheels on my car next week too.
Sure.
Some different ones.
Yeah.
See if they clear the calipers.
Oh, yeah. I forgot you have
Yeah.
those giant brakes.
Yeah.
Bo, can you find Ashley some new wheels?
Yeah.
We need a
RPF
line
ones?
for that thing
RPF
as well.
ones. There we
See,
go.
and you want to know what's funny is I had those originally. Remember?
You did, but they were the wrong bolt pattern.
Yep. We got
Right,
rid of
right.
them.
Terrible.
Yep. Womp, womp,
Most
womp.
people are off Monday. Scott, what holiday is it in Canada?
Yeah.
Boxing
Canada Day?
Canada Day? President's Day? I don't know.
Canada Day?
It's Recent Your Money Day.
What?
Their money smells like maple. You gotta put more juice on it every once in a while. I assume it kind
The
of
moose are mating.
extra day to hunt beaver and drinks. Do you drink syrup in the beaver blind? Is that how that works?
Do they hunt beavers?
Scott might.
You never know.
Generally, they
Victoria
track
Day.
Victoria
away.
Day.
Ah,
What
yes.
the hell?
No idea. No idea.
What in tarnation?
Shout out the Queen.
Oh, let's go the Queen. We love the Queen.
Oh yeah, 'cause there's some type of connection still there.
Oh yeah, there is. You drive through
so
Canada, I'm like, it's just every place is called a British place.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Canada doesn't like me.
Repairing his igloo for Victoria Day. Yes.
I'm being
do that.
serious.
May
All right.
24th.
Everyone,
Good?
enjoy your weekend.
It's
time?
5
Yeah, have a
o'clock.
great
and
weekend.
I got wrenching to do.
Yep.
No more emails.
All right.
I got Cames to time and tunes to
Biggest
do.
party weekend of the year. What am I doing here?
We're
May
starting.
20th is? I don't know.
It's my
Victoria
birthday
Day?
weekend.
It
That's all
is.
I know.
About to be 21 again.
Yeah, I wish.
All right, everybody. We'll catch you next week.
Bro,
Adios.
London.